Okay, so hello everyone. I am going to talk about the Republic of Ireland. And so I'm going to start with a little bit of geography. Ireland is divided into 32 countries. Mm, the Republic of Ireland consists of 26 countries and the Northern Ireland of 6. It is also traditionally divided into the four provinces of Connaught, Leinster, Munster, and Ulster. Ulster contains 9 countries, 6 of which are in Northern Ireland and 3 of which are in the Republic of Ireland. Some important points to talk about of the geography of the country is that Ireland's highest mountain is called Carrancahool in County Kerry, and the longest river is the Shannon, and the largest lake is Lough Neagh in Ulster. So, the connection to the United Kingdom is that I think that the most important year is 1916, that was a year of British-Irish confrontation and cooperation. When looking back at the story of Irish-UK relations, there is no need to go as far as back as the arrival of the Anglo-Normans in Ireland in 1069. We can begin in 1816. That was the year in which the modern Irish state was conceived during the Easter Rising, when Irish nationalists declared an independent republic and they fought for 6 years before surrendering in the face of overwhelming military force surrender against them. Also in this year was when many political traditions fought in British uniform at the Battle of the Somme. And also in this year, therefore, was a year of British-Irish confrontation, but a cooperation that is mentioned here. So, why English is spoken in Ireland? The Republic of Ireland has two official languages, that are Irish and English, and both are used in official communication. However, in terms of everyday use, English is much more dominant, with the exception of some small areas in the West, and these areas are called Gaeltachts. Everyone uses English as their day-to-day language. The reason for this dates back to Ireland's colonial past, when English was the language of government and indeed of essentially all power and privilege. Now, of course, it counts as an advantage because international trade and culture in the globalized world. And then there are some important traditions in Ireland talking about culture. For example, one of the most important traditions is on March 17, that is St. Patrick's Day, and it is the national holiday in Ireland. St. Patrick's is credited with bringing Christianity to Ireland, and March 17 is the date that St. Patrick is said to have died. St. Patrick's Day parades are held in most towns in Ireland and in a number of countries throughout the world to celebrate the national holiday. It is said that many people wear a plant called shamrock on St. Patrick's Day. It is it is an unofficial but perhaps more recognized symbol of Ireland. It is said that St. Patrick's Day and St. Patrick's used the three leaves of the shamrock to explain the Christian concept of Trinity. So, another important part of the Irish culture is the term pub, that refers to a public house or bar. While there is a recognized issue of overconsumption of alcohol in Ireland, pub culture is about more than just drinking. Typically, pubs are important meeting places where people can gather and meet their character of neighbors or friends in a relaxed atmosphere. And so the character of pubs varies widely according to the customers they serve and the area they are in. Since 2004, it is illegal to smoke in an unclosed. It is illegal to smoke in unclosed place of work in Ireland, including pubs. I think this case is for all the world nowadays. Well, then we are going to talk about the language characteristic of the English spoken in Ireland. So there are like 5 dialects speaking in Ireland that are variants of English, but as today, Written English in Ireland and British English are similar, with a few differences in vocabulary. What really sets them apart is pronunciation. Pronunciation, which again is a result of the influence of the Irish language. Here are the 5 major dialects of Irish English according to linguistics. For example, the first one is the local Dublin English. This dialect of Irish language is that spoken by the working class of Dublin and is seen as a more traditional dialect. In the case of non-local Dublin English, it is as opposed to the local dialect. Non-local Dublin English is made up of all the varieties of New Dublin English, including some associated with the middle class. So then the West and Southwest Irish English. These are the varieties that make up the West and Southwest Irish English dialect. Some come from the same regions in Ireland. The accent is a strong one and includes some differences in vowel pronunciation. Then we have supra-regional Southern Irish English. This is an interesting dialect as it refers to a type of Irish English spoken in all parts of the Republic of Ireland except the north. It has many characteristics of the other dialects, but is generally a bit softer and neutral. And at last we have Ulster English, that is also known as Northern Irish English. Ulster English includes all varieties from Ulster and neighbouring countries as well as the Northern Ireland. These varieties tend to sound more like Scottish English than other Irish English dialects and have some interesting defining features. Well, After this, I'm going to explain some of the cultural exchange Ireland to UK. Personally, I think that there are a lot of cultural exchange because the UK conquered Ireland. So some important aspects are the religion. The majority of the people are the religion Christian. Christianity is the Christianity, and the culture. They combine a lot of culture in arts mainly. Well, as conclusion, UK has a great impact in the story of the Republic of Ireland. The language has a great impact on the Irish people, and it is because, as I explained first, they speak Irish and English, and they want to preserve their language because of their cultural identity. But because of the evolution of the world and the globalization, they realize that the English is even more important to communicate with the world. So another point is that every country has a big background to be discovered, and it is very important because we have to know, and it's interesting to know, for example, why Ireland speak English if they have their own language. And then it is important to know the why of many things around the world when we want to know why English is one of the most spoken languages. And I think that Ireland was a great example of the case of all these countries that were colonized by the UK. So that's all, and here are my references.